Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. In this video I'm going to try something a little bit different. We're going to do a deep dive into one aspect of the rules of the game Air and Armor, Wurzburg from Compass Games, designed by Bruce Maxwell. This one is going to take a look at hidden mode, which I think is one of the greatest things in this game. There's a lot of good things in this game that you can really, that I like at least, and this one to me is the best because it really gives an interesting wrinkle to solitaire play, as well as being something that could be easily applied to two-player and make that better as well. So I'm going to kind of go through it. Won't take very long, and we'll see how it goes, and then perhaps I'll do some more rule-related dives here over the next week or so. Just because of game table issues or size of game table issues, space, I guess, would be one way to put it. I'm inclined to maybe wait for the Vassal module to do a gameplay video on the game, only because that would be a little bit easier for me to manage and do something a little bit beefier than just looking at, say, the introductory scenario of Thermopylae, which is kind of a half mapper. Get something with a little bit more heft to it, something that uses a little bit more of the entire map. Perhaps not the entire, full-blown campaign-ish scenario, but something with, that takes full advantage of everything this game has to offer, because there is a lot to it. And we're going to take an initial look at some of that depth here with this look at hidden mode. Hidden mode is designed to obscure the true strength of forces on the map from your opponent, and even from yourself when you're playing in solitaire. So this isn't just about keeping secrets from your opponent, it's about managing the chaos and unpredictability of warfare, where orders get lost, communications break down or are jammed, and units aren't always where they're supposed to be. So let's start with how to set up your units in hidden mode. So both sides, Warsaw Pact and NATO, will use pool cards to track the strength of their units. For the Pact, you'll have a separate pool for each regiment. NATO, on the other hand, manages its units by brigade and type. This kind of follows along with what the base game uses in terms of the organizations of both sides. During setup, all maneuver units are deployed on the map without step markers. This is the big difference that you're going to notice right away between regular normal mode and hidden mode. This means that their actual strength remains hidden, hence hidden mode, until they are revealed during play. The steps that would normally be placed under these units are kept off map. On the pool cards, each unit type has a specific box that shows the starting number of steps in the pool. For example, the U.S. Infantry Brigade might have separate pools for its M1 tanks, its Bradleys, and its M113s, each with a different number of steps. The steps stay in these pools until the unit is revealed during gameplay. When you're playing in hidden mode, you won't place the step markers under the units until they're revealed. This will keep the true strength of your forces and your opponent's forces shrouded in mystery, contributing to the fog of war effect. So when you're playing solitaire, you'll have no idea of the strength of either side. Once your units are set up on the map, the game will begin with both sides having very little information about the enemy's strength. This uncertainty will persist throughout the game and will influence your decisions because you'll never be sure just how much strength you have in any given place. Let's talk about how units are revealed, or revelation. So one of the most crucial aspects of hidden mode is the revelation process. This is how units on the map reveal their true strength. Revelation occurs at specific points during the game, typically when a unit is detected, acquired, or when combat occurs. When a unit is revealed, you'll refer to the revelation table. Here's how that works. First, roll a die and apply any applicable die roll modifiers from the table. Cross-reference the modified die result with the column for the type of unit being revealed. This will tell you how many steps to assign to that unit from the corresponding pool on the pool card. If the unit is revealed to have 0 steps, it's a dummy unit and is immediately removed from the map. If there aren't enough steps left in the pool to match the result, then only available steps are placed under the unit. So if you draw a 5 on your die roll and you only have 4 available steps, you would only be able to place 4, obviously. If the pool's exhausted, the step marker is removed, indicating that the pool is empty. Once a unit is revealed, it will stay revealed until the end of the turn, at which point it may return to its unrevealed state if it is no longer detected or acquired. Now let's talk about how hidden mode affects operations. Just like in open mode, you'll conduct operations in the same way, movement, combat, etc. But in hidden mode, each operation is shrouded in uncertainty because of the lack of knowledge about the actual strength of the units. So when moving a force that contains unrevealed units, those units will be revealed only during contact with enemy forces or when they enter certain types of terrain such as minefields or gas zones. The key difference here is that you might not know the strength of your own units until the moment of contact. So let's consider an example. A pact regiment moves to engage a NATO brigade. As the units close in, the Warsaw Pact player must reveal the strength of his leading unit. This could result in the discovery that the unit is a full-strength force, or it could be a dummy force, or it could be anywhere in between. Same goes on the flip side. If NATO commits multiple units to a task force, they'll need to roll for each unit's revelation as they are revealed. But one thing to keep in mind, NATO task forces are limited to only 4 steps. So if you reveal more steps than the limit, the excess must be returned to the pool. Hidden mode introduces a layer of strategy that's not present in open mode. You'll need to think carefully about how and when to reveal your units. Sometimes it might be advantageous to keep a unit hidden, while other times you might want to reveal it to strengthen your position. Deliberate defense is a tactic that becomes crucial in hidden mode. By placing a deliberate defense marker on a unit, you increase the likelihood that it will receive steps when revealed. This can be especially useful for key units that are holding critical positions. In the deliberate defense segment, the Warsaw Pact player can place 1 marker per regiment, while the NATO player can place 2 markers per brigade. These markers travel with the unit if it moves during the reserve phase, which ensures that your most important units are ready for battle. One of the most challenging aspects of hidden mode is dealing with the unpredictability it introduces. This mirrors the real-world challenges that commanders face in war, where perfect information is never guaranteed. The fog of war in hidden mode isn't just a thematic addition, it's a core gameplay mechanic that forces you to adapt on the fly. Every decision you make will carry weight, and the consequences of those decisions can be difficult to predict. For solitaire players, this is the best part. Hidden mode keeps the game engaging by ensuring that even though you're controlling both sides, you never are really fully in control in terms of the amount of information you have. For players facing off against each other in 2-player mode, the hidden mode adds a layer of deception and mind games that can lead to intense nail-biting sessions. So to wrap it up, hidden mode in Air and Armor is a rich and complex system that elevates the game to new heights of strategic depth. Whether you're playing solo or with an opponent, it offers a unique experience that challenges your planning, your adaptability, and your understanding of the battlefield. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into hidden mode. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. If you have any questions or thoughts about hidden mode, please leave them in the comments, and I would definitely love to hear from everybody, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Until next time, keep your strategy sharp and your units hidden, and happy gaming.